Welcome to day 17 of the 30-day video challenge, the story of me. We are moving right along, and so today we're going to talk about, again, more of what I do. One of the main things that I've learned over the years is that every opportunity with your child is a possible learning experience. So making sure that if your child makes a mistake, if they do something wrong, if they're struggling with something, that you've got an opportunity to help them learn and get over that hurdle. So example today is we took our leadership training members to the Henry Ford Museum, which is a phenomenal place to visit. All kinds of great learning opportunities. And so instead of just having the kids go to the museum and say, okay, go, what I did is I gave them an assignment. And I said, I want you to create 3 different videos talking about something that you've learned. So if they were standing there, for example, George Washington's cot that he slept on. And so it's like, well, this is the cot that George Washington slept on when he was out in the battlefield. And you'll notice, how thin the mattress is or how uncomfortable that must have been or whatever else that the kids thought. So by teaching them that instead of just going to the museum and having that experience, but actually now being able to talk about the experience, they're going to retain that memory even longer and even better. They're going to retain the information more. So we want to anchor it is basically the key word. And so by allowing them that opportunity, but then layers 2, 3, and 4, right, they had to actually think about what they wanted to say. Hello, Yuki. And once they think about what they want to say, then they had to be able to record it. There were spots in the museum where it was pretty loud. So they had to understand how to work the camera. Do I need to be close so that you can hear me? Do I need to project my voice? And that's part of the aspects that we use in leadership is strong body, strong voice. So by putting all of those elements together for the kids, it made it an extra experience for them rather than just going and seeing a bunch of stuff. One of the videos that I watched, and so second item for today, was just talking about being a multiplier. And so that brought to my mind one of my favorite movies, which is It's a Wonderful Life with Jimmy Stewart. So for decades, I always enjoyed watching that. And then a parallel to that would be A Christmas Carol and the different variations of Scrooge. And the joy to me in both of those would be just having the superpower of, well, what would the world be like if I weren't in it? And that's what the video with my coach was talking about today with being a multiplier, that you don't have to be a mega superstar to make an impact in the world. Simply by sharing something kind and nice with one person, you've changed their life. If you've improved their life, then it's going to have a butterfly effect or a chain reaction. So I've always enjoyed watching both It's a Wonderful Life and the different versions of Christmas Carol to see that experience. And so I've always thought it would be really cool to be able to do that ourselves, but just keeping in mind that everybody needs to be a force multiplier. And so who did you help today? Maybe you gave somebody a smile. Maybe it was a hello. Maybe you helped a friend in need. Maybe you helped a stranger. Maybe you did something good. Maybe you donated, charity. Any kinds of things are good examples of being a force multiplier. And one of the key elements to that is, again, kids' brains are always on record. So when they see that behavior from their parent over and over again, it starts to become part of who they are, just like their bad habits become a part of who they are. So we talk about if the kids are always slow, or slow being late. If they just move like sloths, that's been allowed, or that's been taught somewhere, or that they've been trained that it's okay to be late. And so being able to break those habits is a super important skill. We say kill the monsters when they're small. That would be a third thing for you guys today. So a lot of times when you see a bad habit at age 4 or 5, it may look cute, but suddenly at 8 or 9, it's not so cute. You've developed a problem. And by age 13, children's habits are locked into place. And so you want to make sure that we kill the monsters when they're small so that they don't have an opportunity to grow into something much bigger and worse. So there you have it for today. Henry Ford Museum. If you haven't been there, highly recommend it. It's also attached to Greenfield Village, which is another great place to visit. That's a whole another adventure that we're going to take the kids on when the weather warms up. And make sure that every opportunity you have is a learning opportunity. When you see your child struggling or they made a mistake or did something wrong, before you say anything, take a step back. All right, how can I make this a learning opportunity? And take them through it and make it just that instead of just a discipline, consequence, or punishment. That's what I have for you today. I'm going to go play with Yuki a little bit here and get back to work. Have a great day.